All right, let's get right into it. We need to talk about one of the biggest conflicts we all face, right? It's this giant, gaping canyon between our dreams, our massive ambitions, and what we actually do every single day. So let's figure out how to finally close that gap.
You've heard this a million times. Maybe you've even been the one saying it. You tell your friends, you tell your family, oh yeah, one day I'm going to have the Ferrari, the Lambo, the big house, I'm going to be a millionaire. We love to talk about the amazing future we're going to have. But then, what's the reality? The dream is that Ferrari, but the reality is you're out partying Friday night instead of building that side business. The dream is to be a massive success, but the reality is you're sleeping in till noon on Saturday instead of getting after it. The dream is this incredible life, but the reality is you're binge-watching shows all Sunday instead of picking up a book that could actually change your life. Well, there's a name for this. It's called the aspiration-action gap. It's that huge, empty space between the person you say you want to become and the person your actions on a Tuesday afternoon show you actually are. Our job is to build a bridge across that gap.
So what's the secret sauce? How do the people who actually get it done do it? You'd think it's some complicated system, but it's not. It really boils down to a dead simple four-word formula. It's brutal for sure, but it is the recipe for winning.
And here it is. Ready? Sleep, sweat, grind, repeat. That's it. Seriously. No magic pills, no $1,000 courses, no secret morning rituals. It's just these four basic, fundamental actions. The whole thing isn't about some complicated strategy. It's about raw, simple consistency. But here's the thing. The real magic isn't even in those four words. It's in the repetition. The power comes from doing it over and over and over again, without fail. That's the moment your dreams stop being just, dreams, and start becoming the world you actually live in. Okay, so if the formula is that easy, why isn't everyone a millionaire with a six-pack? Because doing it requires a huge shift in your mindset. You have to learn how to truly embrace the grind, and that means you stop letting your feelings run the show, and instead you commit to the process. And this is just a hard truth. Greatness is not found doing the stuff you love. It's not found when things are easy. It's forged when you do the things you absolutely hate to do. When you push through that feeling, that little voice in your head screaming, I don't wanna, that's where you find everything you've been looking for.
Let's make this super clear. A feelings-driven person, they stop working out when they get tired. A process-driven person, they stop when the workout is done. Big difference. Champions don't wake up and ask themselves, do I feel like training today? No way. They get up because it's what the process demands. They're loyal to the process, not to their move.
And that's the real meaning of the grind. It's not just a synonym for hard work. It's a whole mentality. It's the promise you make to yourself to show up every single day, no matter what life throws at you, and find that day's 100%. And look, some days your 100% might feel like 40%. It doesn't matter. You give everything you have on that day.
So this all leads to where the real wins happen. And it's not on stage, it's not in the spotlight, it's what we call winning in the dark. It's about all the work you're willing to put in when no one is there to cheer you on, when no one's watching, when no one even knows you're doing it.
This is the mindset you have to adopt. You have to be relentless. You have to understand that every single minute your competition is resting or eating or goofing off, that is a golden opportunity for you to get ahead. You find your advantage in those little moments that everyone else just throws away. And please, don't ever fool yourself. There is always competition. But don't think of it as some faceless crowd. I want you to picture one person. Just one. That single person out there who is hungry, who is driven, and who wants everything you have. And what does this person want? They want your position. They want your job. They want the life you're trying to build for yourself. And right now, as you're watching this, they are working their tail off to take it from you. Let that sink in. But then, something funny happens. You reach another level. There's a final switch that flips in your brain, where you don't just put up with the hard work anymore, you actually start to like it. See, real mental toughness isn't just about surviving the climb up the mountain. It's about learning to enjoy the climb itself, the burn in your muscles, the exhaustion. That's when you know you're unstoppable.
So, why? Why on earth would anyone do this? Why would you choose to walk through the mud day after day? What is the real prize at the end of all this pain and sacrifice? Well, it's probably not what you think it is.
The ultimate reward is reaching what you might call the higher ground. And that's not some fancy house or car.
It's a feeling. It's that moment you can finally look yourself in the mirror and feel pure, deep respect for the person looking back at you. A respect that you can't buy, you can only earn it through your own work and your own sweat.
At the end of the day, this whole journey is about building something real, something that actually matters. A legacy that is 100% yours, something you can proudly put your signature on because you built it, piece by painful piece.
Because when you live like this, your words finally have weight. They mean something. You're not just that person talking about what you're gonna do one day. No, you're backing up every single one of those words with cold, hard, undeniable action.
So really, it all boils down to this one simple choice you have to make every single morning. Your alarm clock goes off, you can hit snooze, roll over, and go back to dreaming about the life you wish you had, or you can get up and start pursuing it. The choice is always yours. What's it going to be?